How's it going, guys? For my final film project, I'm going to be doing a My Story. If you don't know what a My Story is, it's pretty much like a YouTube trend where the person telling the story draws 10 pictures and then elaborates on them as far as how they've impacted their lives and telling a story about their lives up until today. And that's what I'm going to be doing for my film project. So I have 10 pictures for you and I'm just going to dive right in. I'm gonna have to ask you to excuse my drawings because they're not the best, but trust me, they don't get any better. But hey, it's the rules, I gotta stick by them. But anyway, my story begins on July 1st, 1993. I was born in St. Joseph, Michigan, and have lived in Michigan ever since then. Next on our story, we go to my house, because as far back as I can remember, everybody was at my house all the time. All the neighbor kids and all of that. We had the best times ever. We played sports, we did everything. All at my house, all at 1478 Country Road Place. I will never forget that. Shout out to all my neighbors. However, what set me apart from my neighbor friends was the fact that I went to a private school called Grace Lutheran. I went to this school until 8th grade, and come to think of it, I now realize that if it weren't for my neighbor friends, I really wouldn't have had any other friends other than my private school friends. So it makes me even more grateful for where I live. Even though I did still get a good education where I went to school at the time. Around middle school, I got big into sports, both inside of school and outside of school. I love to play soccer and basketball. I also really like to lift weights and just run in my spare time. I always started in basketball and soccer for school, so I always felt pretty special there. And all around, I just had a pretty good time. I was pretty good at it, so it really defined who I was at the time. When high school came around, I decided I didn't want to go to private school anymore. So I decided to go to St. Joe. It was like a brand new start for me, a square one if you will. Brand new everything, brand new surroundings, brand new people around me. My private school friends are all going to the private school, high school, so I was pretty much all alone, and I used my love of sports in order to play football and gain some acquaintances and eventually some friends. Because I was all on my own pretty much. It was definitely a great experience coming from a really small school to a really large scale public school. It's quite a transformation, actually. You wouldn't even believe it. Throughout high school, I visited Hawaii, Mexico, Haiti, and Jamaica. These are all beautiful places, and I really enjoyed the privilege of getting to visit them. I will never forget these trips, and they defined high school for me. And there's no way I will forget these trips. They're amazing places. Another staple of high school for me is when I got my first job at the Pizza Hut. I got my Pizza Hut job back in high school as a dishwasher, and I worked my way up, and now I'm the production leader there running the kitchen. My job entails pretty much just letting the kitchen run smoothly, training the other cooks, and then shutting the kitchen down at the end of the day. If it weren't for that dishwashing job, I would never have this job, so you gotta start somewhere, and Pizza Hut's the place to do it. Try our new menu, by the way. I also got really into music in high school. Displayed are some of the bands that I really like. If you're into any of them, we're probably really good friends. Upon graduating high school in 2012, I then began attending Lake Michigan College. I'm sure you all did too. Anyway, it was kind of like square one for me again. Most of my high school friends had moved away, and I kind of had to find my own path again. And Lake Michigan College really helped me do that. I'm not up talking the school or anything just because I'm enrolled in it and all that. Like, I really mean it. They actually really have benefited me in the long run, and they're really gonna help me. They're really gonna help me transfer to Western next semester, and I really appreciate that. I owe everything to Lake Michigan College. They really were the lake effect on the rest of my life.